Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, cottagers. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Sorry I'm a little bit late for stream today. I was finishing up watching some of the sumo matches from, I guess today, technically, that were going on much earlier this morning. So I was just eating lunch and watching those, but we are going to be back in Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life today. We are in autumn of year 6, so our final year on the farm. We still have not seen the Harvest Festival yet, so we need to figure out what we're gonna bring to put in the party soup, but I think we decided on maybe we're gonna bring like an S tree fruit. I don't know if you get in trouble for putting fruit in the soup, but I think we've already gotten like the best version of the festival before, so I'm not too worried about missing out on it per se. So let me do some quick swapping. Let me get the game booted up. Let's get that going, and let me get my controller plugged in, and then that way we'll be all set to go. But hope you guys are having a good Sunday. The weather outside looks nice. I think it's cold out, but it at least is not gray or sad looking. Alright, let me also turn it down a little bit for myself because the music can get kind of loud. And then, let's see, let's go over here. Get our desktop audio on. And then gotta bring my YouTube chat back up, and then I'll see if my controller wants to actually work. My controller has slowly been dying, if I'm gonna be brutally honest. It's pretty damaged, so it's getting to the point where it's not in the best shape, I would say. Not doing its absolute best. Also, I think we have some cutscenes to see. I should probably bring those up actually while I've got the wherewithal to do it. I think we're also all good on our hybrids. Let me just check that they are in fact good. Let's see, rare crops. I don't know if there was anything else that we wanted to make. We already have the berry seeds. We're growing eggplants and artichokes and peas, and we grew some peanuts as well. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about growing paper lamps, but I think I'm just gonna let that one go actually, because I don't care that much. Raz, it's been too long. Hello, Asher. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Happy Sunday. I'm just checking that I don't have any cutscenes that I'm going to miss, but I think we've actually been good about it, to be honest. All right, it's gonna be sunny today. We've already seen pretty much all of the shows that we could possibly see. It's been like a year since I've been active in the VTuber community. That is a long time, but welcome back. Hope things have been good. I was gonna say, I don't know that you've missed too much. The VTuber community is as it always is, I suppose. Alright, let's get everybody milked. They're all good. Where is my other goat? She's gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, she's over here. Hello. She's in the far corner. Had to graduate school and all. I'm currently working on rebranding my own stuff. Nice. Glad to hear it. There we go. Alright, we've got our goats are all set. I'm gonna put the chickens and stuff in the field first, and then I'll get everybody brushed up and stuff. Also, thank you for the head pats. Thank you, thank you. Head pats for Raz. Yes, yes. Alright. Everybody is good. I gotta also, let's see, let's do brushing first, and then we'll do some shearing. But this first. Get everybody together. I think I can brush. Yeah, I can brush the little ones. Gotta go, work to do. Have an amazing stream, Raz. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Good luck with all your work. Hopefully it goes well. I always feel like it's a little weird that our horses always have their saddles on. I don't know if there's a better way. I mean, maybe it'd be really tedious to have to like actually tack up our horse, but I think it'd be fun. I want that. I want a game that makes us like tack up our horse before we can actually ride it. I think that would be a good time. Slow. I know that people, they generally like everything to be a little bit faster, but I prefer when games slow me down a little bit. That's why I'm playing farming sims, if I'm honest. I'm not here to go at warp speed, you know? Alright, let's get all these apples. What else we got? We got apples. We got, I think these are some kind of peach variant. We've got chestnuts. We have got, what else is going? Normal apples. It always weirds me out that the grapes are a tree. I really feel like the grapes should be on a grapevine. To be honest. I feel like it would work out better that way. Oh yeah, also, let's go in here, check on fodder. 2, 4, 6, okay. 6 of them. There we go. All is well. Okay. Our cat, Poulter's looking good. And then we've got Koro is also looking good. Everyone's looking happy and healthy, which is exactly what we want. Do I have any quests? Did I pick up any quests? Tree crop any S rank only. Do I have any S ranks in my bag? Let's look. Do I have any S ranks in my bag? I don't think so. What do I have in my storage? Surely I've got something. Maybe I don't. Do I have any in my fridge? Like normal fruit S rank? Because I don't want to give Sully the nice fruit. That's expensive. I don't know that he needs the best fruit. Let's see, A. B. I guess I wasn't really doing fruit very well. Hey Raz, hello Haven, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. I guess I don't. I was like, oh, surely I have S tier fruit for Sully, but maybe all I have is the good stuff, which again, I don't really want to give him the good stuff. I'm not super into that. Oh, I have chestnuts. Wait, are these chestnuts S? Okay, I can give him a chestnut. Fine. I'm assuming that counts as a fruit, but maybe it doesn't. Let's see, let's just chat. Alright, and then I gotta go chat with the sprites because I think they owe me some recipes. Also, actually, first up, I should probably see... Okay, Cecilia is not inside, obviously, as she's wandering away. I was gonna say, maybe we could stop by and try and get the Cecilia's change cutscene, but apparently not. It also took me such a long time to realize that I could cross the river over here. I don't know, I just never noticed that it was more shallow and that I could just walk across. I think I was in like year 3 or something. It was a long time. it took me a while to figure out that that was even remotely possible. No new recipes, so rude. Alright, where's Sully right now? Did he go up already? He did not. Is he at his house? He is. Okay. Okay. See if I can go give that stuff to Sully. It's gonna be a van day. Also, let's move my teleporting mouse so it's not in the way. Also, forgot to move my YouTube chat. Hello, testing YouTube. Sorry, no party soup. Sorry, Sunny. I missed your chat. I didn't have it up. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Took me a hot minute. I was like, oh wait. I must have clicked something and not moved my live chat back. I probably should just dock my live chats to OBS or something, but my computer hates when I have OBS up while I'm streaming. It's okay, I'll probably use this to rewind. Sounds good. Sounds good. Alright, jeez. This man's house is so loud. Here's a chestnut for you, sir. Raz to the rescue! I was having trouble getting my hands on this. Can't thank you enough. Here, you deserve a reward after all that. Hope I can count on you again. Let's not, Sully. What if we didn't? What if we did not do that? Honestly, maybe I should just use a chestnut. I feel like a chestnut in the party soup doesn't sound so bad. Or at least a chestnut in the soup sounds probably better, or more appetizing than a star fruit in the soup. I would think, at least. I just don't associate star fruit, I just never think of as like a savory food, but a chestnut is definitely much more of a savory food. So I think that'll work out well. Alright, Van, we're ready for you, sir. Okay. He's ready for us too. Okay, well, I guess I was holding my shears the whole time. Alright, let's see. Let's sell some of the stuff. Not that we need to, but, you know, might as well. Why not get a little extra cash from Van? Okay. Let's sell all these. Change my mind. Ugh, you're not gonna give me the extra money, Van? I thought we were friends. Friendship absolutely ruined, completely in shambles. I wish there was a quick button to just put these in there like they have in Fae Farm. You can just click the left trigger button and it's like the whole stack goes into the pot. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think this man has anything new. He does not. So we are set. We are all good. I don't know if I should change my outfit though for fall. Let's see. Let me see what I've got. I don't remember quite what I have available to me. Alright, let's see also. Let's go in here. Let's see. Change look. I think I want to do... It's a shame because these need the right and left buttons to work, and mine do not really work. Also, Bepsy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. I do like the paint outfit, I gotta say. Nearly said morning, because that's because I woke up 30 minutes ago. I mean, it's morning in some places. It's morning in California, still. It's not quite morning where I'm at, but that doesn't mean much. Also, Vogon, welcome in, hope you're doing well. Oh, my artichokes are ready. Oh my goodness. I lost an entire batch of artichokes, and I was really sad last year. But now we've got them, all is well. We are saved. Can put them all in my fridge. I love artichokes. I don't know about you guys. Artichokes are just so tasty to me. They're kind of a bit of a pain to prepare and sometimes a pain to eat, but they are tasty. Can't fault them for that. Alright, let's go. I want to check the sprites. Told me they didn't have anything for me, but I want to see if they will now that I've picked up and held an artichoke in my hands. Maybe they'll still be like, no, we don't have anything for you, but... You only get 4 chances to go visit the sprites every day. Oh, he doesn't. So rude. Don't want to be eaten? Don't be tasty. For real, though. Don't be tasty. If you're a veg or a fruit or something, you gotta not be tasty. People won't eat things that taste bad. Usually. Sometimes they will anyway, but it's usually like a desperation thing. How many sprite visits does the average person even need? I mean, probably 1 a day, if even that. Artichoke is kind of like crab, it's all about the process. That's true. That is true. Alright, Serena looks healthy and content. Good. Also, how did you get out? Excuse me. Child. Get back in there. Also, Poulter is like, you're really laying in the middle of the road here, friend. I'm shocked you don't get hit by the door or stepped on. Alright, put those away. Also... My, how utterly charming. It's yours to keep. Are you quite sure? What a thoughtful gesture. Thank you so much. Also, Raz category is still set to Fae Farm. Ah, thank you. I should change that. We are not playing Fae Farm. Let me edit that. When I edited the name last night, I must have forgotten to update it. Thank you for the catch. Okay. We are restored, I think. I don't know when it'll update for you guys, but I don't know if you'll have to refresh to see it, but hopefully for everyone else it will show correctly. Oh damn, I haven't visited sprites in a while. Well, you might want to. You might want to make sure that you've seen them and that they are appeased. I've heard that if the Fae are not happy, that no one is happy. That's the rumor, at least. Hey Koro, what's up? Little Koro bean. Oh yeah, turnip? Why was I growing turnips? What was that for? I don't know. I don't know why I was growing turnips, but I guess I was. Oh, I must have gotten them in a quest. That must be why. I must have received them from somebody, and I was like, ah, this will be perfect. So, where is everybody? I feel like on van days, everybody goes out and they're not at their job locations, which is fair. I guess it's kind of a day off. It's like market day. Everybody's off doing their own thing. Everybody has their own stuff to worry about. I probably should have gone and visited Nina's grave today, but I'll try and make sure that I make the last couple Van days so that we get to do it a few more times. Oh, that is a large fish. That rainbow trout. Giant. That reminds me, when I was playing Oregon Trail, so there's a fishing minigame in Oregon Trail, because you can, like, instead of choosing to hunt, you can choose to fish. You could do both, but, I think I caught a fish that was, like, 6 foot long at one point, and I was like, that is wild. I think I was, like, weak, too. Like, I don't think I could even carry all of the meat back, and, like, I don't know, we were, like, suffering from malnutrition or something, and I caught this 6-foot fish, and I was like, this is kind of wild. I didn't even have, like, high fishing skill on that. Like, the stats were not very good on the person that ended up, I think it was the only, like, uninjured person ended up having to be the one who had to, like, go and do all that. And I was like, this is a bit odd. You're gonna be suffering from radiation poisoning, too, based on that size. I mean, there are some fish that get that large, like, is it sturgeons? Sturgeons? Some fish get super large. They just, like, end up growing infinitely, kind of, and then, you know, usually they outgrow the size of whatever river they're in or pond or whatever. But it was very odd. I was like, I didn't know that there were fish, and it wasn't even like a big shadow. It looked like a normal size shadow, and then I pulled out this fish, and I was like, that is extremely large. It was giving all the measurements in inches, and I was like, that's like 6 feet. It's like, excuse me. What? What is happening? Alright, I don't need to water that side anymore, which is nice. I'm saved from that. Do another round of checking on the trees. Getting everything that we can get off of them. I'm a little sad that my green apples did not end up being S rank, but I'm not surprised per se. I planted it pretty late. I got my orchards going very late. Also, Mary, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Also, did I keep any green apples? Do I have any of these? I have 3. I guess I could keep all those. The rest I don't think I really need. I think I have a lot of them, so let's drop all these off. Also, when is Celia's change? Can go all the way to 6 p.m. I think it's getting close to that time, though. Let's see. Oh, it's already passed. Alright, we'll have to keep my eyes peeled for sunny weather. That is the one cutscene that I think is going to be tricky for me to actually get. Any of the ones that are like, need you to be in a certain place at a certain time with other characters, either inside or outside, are always the hardest, I find, to actually get to proc. Alright. Bath is done. Lottie was just telling me how much she respects all that you do. You've been a wonderful mother. Aw, thanks, Lumina. Thanks, my wife. Okay, let's write in journal. That way we can sleep. Ugh, Daryl's lab. A dream. That's a nightmare. I don't want to be in there. I don't want to be over there. No thank you. Also, it's supposed to be just cloudy, so I think we can let our animals out. Oh, it's Frightful Fear Fest, and since it's autumn, this is seasonally appropriate. Turn off the lights and greet your terrors. This is Frightful Fear Fest, where we shock you with the most bone-chilling tales on TV, guaranteed. Today's fright comes to us from an anonymous sender we'll call T. We hope you're ready. I'm an office worker who lives in K-Town and moved to my current home about 2 years ago. It was cheap for a single home, but the location's a bit inconvenient, which tends to keep the people away. It's just us and our next-door neighbors. We moved in about a month after our neighbors did. At night, I'd hear a baby crying. Some nights it was so loud that I could barely fall asleep. I was swamped with work around this time, so I never made it home until late, and I barely knew anything about the neighbors. That baby cried dang near every night. My wife's a heavy sleeper, and it didn't bother her, so I stayed quiet about the whole thing. But about a week ago, I finally spoke to her about it. I don't know how you sleep so well with that baby wailing all the time, I said. My wife stared at me, a questioning look in her eyes. You know, I said, the baby, next door. How does the crying not get on your nerves? There is no baby next door, said my wife, and even if there was, it couldn't be crying for 2 years straight. Now I already admit I know next to nothing about our neighbors, but when she said that, I realized the crying wasn't that of a 2-year-old. It still sounded like a newborn, even after all this time. Literally, the Frightful Fear Fest stories are more terrifying than some horror games, straight up. Honestly. Actually kind of unsettling. New Discord rule, only seasonally appropriate memes. I would not be upset with seasonally appropriate memes. You guys know I'm all about the seasonal aspect. I love that stuff. Because it makes being alive in this world much more fun when you actually notice the passage of time in a positive way, I find. So might as well take advantage. Also, this baby goat, I have to wait for it to wake up because it needs this milk. Hello? Hello, baby goat? Our child? I do like the light moving through, like the tree shadows moving across the field as the day goes on. Hello, child? Child? Oh, it's snowing. In you go, friends. You all gotta go inside. Oh. I wish there was a bell inside, I'm not gonna lie. It would make my life easier to be able to call them in and out. But this is based on, like, the bell tree. There used to be a bell tree in Harvest Moon SNES that you got from a very dodgy salesman who would come to your farm. He also had a Jack and the Beanstalk secret that he would offer you. The man was always wheeling and dealing, that one. Okay, let me get, oh my god, child is still sleeping? Hello? I think we named this goat Karen, little Karen, there you are. My goodness. You slept so late. I mean, I guess you are a baby. Babies do sleep late. They do need lots of rest. That is true. Alright, getting everybody brushed. We got a shear. The sheep are just so fluffy when they need to be sheared. I appreciate that. I think every game that has sheep, the sheep should be so fluffy. When they have all their wool on them, they should look like a little cloud with legs. It's just the most appropriate form for a sheep. That's how they look in real life. I was also talking to my husband. I really do think sheep are like some of the best livestock. They're the most multi-purpose. They can live up in like really bad, like relatively bad terrain that you wouldn't normally be able to like put a cow on, for instance. They provide milk, they provide wool, they provide meat, they're cute. The one thing is they do get got by parasites, like fairly often, but they are adorable. And you can lift them. Like you and somebody else, or you alone can lift a sheep. That's pretty good. You can't lift a cow, really. At least not as one person. Usually you need heavy machinery. And that's a lot to do, you know? Okay, are the friends inside? I see Matthew is outside. Oh, but it has to be sunny weather, I forgot. Snowy weather doesn't count. Tragic. I was like, oh, we can definitely get the cutscene at this point, but sunny weather only, sadly. I have to say, I really like Lottie's outfit. This like yellow houndstooth pattern. I love it. A cute dress with like the matching belt. Me, weather? Yeah, you sunny. Your kind of weather. Sunny only. No cloudy, no rainy, no snowy. You don't have any cool new recipes. My man, I plucked an artichoke yesterday. You're not gonna give me a recipe for it? Ironically, I'm kind of a snow guy. Oh, well, that is kind of ironic. You should have had a winter-themed name then. I think I actually prefer... I do like snow, but I think I prefer rain, to be honest. I like... My favorite weather is like foggy fall days are probably my favorite, but I will also accept rainy fall days. I remember when my husband and I were getting married, and we were getting married in like kind of late fall time, like after Halloween. And when we were meeting with our photographer and our wedding planner and stuff, they were kind of asking us about the theme, I guess. And we were like, yeah, we like fall, but not like sunny fall in a pumpkin patch where everyone's wearing flannel. We like dark, dreary fall when the leaves are all on the ground and it's wet and you should be wearing black. We were like, think of like a dark indie folk album cover. That's what we're going for. And they were like, I get you. I understand. We were like, good. Glad we were all on the same page. I don't think I talked to you yesterday, girl. How is our friendship? Has it suffered? No. I do love that you can see the snow through the windows and stuff. That's my favorite. The smell of decomposing leaves isn't romantic enough for you. I think it is. That's exactly what I mean. Like decomposing leaves. I mean, like the beginning of fall is fine. I know a lot of people like that. I just think darker, drearier fall is much more my style. The colder variant. The kind of day where you want to like sit inside under a blanket with a cup of tea and read some old ghost stories or something. That kind of day. Oh my god, that tortoise has a long neck. What are you looking for, bud? Are you trying to get something in the tree? Okay. Live your best life, you know? Live your best life. Oh, I misheard. I agree. Okay, good. You are also in the dark, dreary fall camp instead of, I don't know, cheery, autumnal vibes. There's nothing wrong with cheery autumnal vibes, but there's not quite my favorite. Hi, yo, Raz. Hello, just be welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Hope things are good by you. I feel like I have chestnuts. Okay, yes. I was like, I know there are chestnuts somewhere on this tree. Are you done? Oh no, you have two chestnuts left. 2 of them. Early fall is always a gamble too, especially if you want to have something outdoors. I think late fall is probably more of a gamble if you want something outdoors because you're more likely to have it like start to snow or be rainy or something. But early fall, you run into the heat. It stays pretty warm, you know? Especially as we're like, you know, killing the planet's climate by, you know, pollution. Sadly, the more that climate changes, it's more likely that we have longer summers and winters and shorter, if not non-existent, springs and falls, which is pretty much a huge bummer to me. So, because fall is my favorite time. I don't like the heat. I don't like the sun. I'm not a summer person. Pollution? I'm doing my part. No, Ness. Also, welcome in. Happy Sunday. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Child, are you sitting in an empty? You are. Okay. We need 5, 6. People are showing up in their 9s, but some people are showing up with their flip-flops on. Absolutely no one is happy with the temp. Yes. Agreed. Also, Pillow, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. Is there a way for me to put this away? I don't think so. Can I push you? I'm sorry. I know you were trying to rest. But I need to put this fodder in your spot. Also, I'm very sorry if you can hear whatever it is. My neighbors have their lawn people out here. I don't know why they bother, because like it's mid-November. Like stuff's pretty dying. Like I don't know. But if you hear a leaf blower, that's what's happening. I think we should leave the leaves where they are, to be honest. Because lawns are stupid. So I don't mind if grass gets killed. We should put something other than grass down, but because you don't want desertification to happen. And bare soil tends to do that, but still. They're good. Just got back from an almost 7-mile wood walk. That sounds extremely joyful. I'm glad it sounds like your wood walk was nice. You did a little bit of forest bathing. Was it a mountainous wood walk? Were you going up a mountain and back down, or were you just on more flat terrain? Bare soil? I want bare soil as in the animal. Do you? I'm afraid of bears. I live in an area where there are bears, and I'm good without hanging out with the bears. They can open car doors. They don't even need opposable thumbs. No mountains, not mountains, but rolling hills. I mean, rolling hills are very pretty. I'm very biased, but I'm not a huge fan of climbing mountains. I like hearing stories of other people climb mountains. I like living vicariously through them, but I don't actually like the elevation change. I think I've also low-key developed a fear of heights as I've aged. Not like a true fear, but as you get older, your mortality sticks in the back of your mind more, and therefore being on top of a mountain, you're like, ooh, this is far down. Also, Remy, welcome in, welcome in. Let me get you a raid shout out. Popcorn raid, popcorn raid. How was your stream? I was eating food and watching the sumo from today, but I saw your new PNG model. It's super cute, so congratulations on your debut. But welcome in, Raiders, welcome in. My name is Rosaldia. I go by Raz for short. I am a marionette VTuber. I mainly play farming sims. Today we are playing Story of Seasons: A Wonderful Life. We are in the final year. We're in fall. We're just hanging out. We're talking about fall and mountains and forest bathing. But how was stream? How was everything? It looks like it was going well. It looks like it was fun. New tuber gang. Yeah. I mean, Remy's been a VTuber for a while, but she's got a brand new, she has a really cute humanoid PNG model. She's had a bird PNG model for a while, but she just got a really, really, really cute human PNG tuber model, and I'm really excited about it because it's adorable. I know I live next to Romania. It's Bear Nation over there. Oh, is Romania just full of bears? I did not know that. Is it, what kind of bears? Like brown bears? Like big bears? Because we mainly have black bears, which are slightly smaller. We don't have brown bears out where I live, luckily. I think I would feel even more terrified if I lived near brown bear areas. According to my app, it says the minimum elevation was 180 and max 350, but it didn't feel that steep. Oh, all right. So it seems like you had like a nice meandering. I guess you went almost 7 miles, so you had room to go up without noticing it. I finally got to play Costume Quest. It was supposed to be my Halloween stream. Yes, I saw. I'm glad you got to play Costume Quest. I know you were bummed that you had to miss your Halloween stream because you weren't feeling well, but I'm glad you got to play it after the fact. Obviously, if you have got to go get food or a drink or rest or any of that good stuff, Remy, definitely do that. Obviously, I'd love to have you in here, but if you have other things to do, don't feel pressured to stick around. You are more than welcome to raid and dash, as I often do. I'm always like, I always feel bad, but anytime I'm raiding, it's like I'm always going to dinner, so then I'm always like, hello, I'm sorry, I'm leaving now. Hello and goodbye all at once. The first time in a while my feet are on fire. I would say my feet would be on fire as well. Similar to the steepness of the hill you were just looking at? Okay. So that's not too bad. Like definitely going up, but not like wild. Raid, goodbye. I got a beer and snacks. Good, good, good. I'm happy to have it. Should be brown bears in Romania. Oh my goodness. Brown bears are big. They're very large. I like a bit of like, you're in charge of the kiddos now. Exactly. Exactly. That's kind of how raiding feels. Raiding feels like you're handing off children to a babysitter. You're like, okay, except you just don't come back. Instead of being like, I'll be back by 7, you're just like, okay, kids, behave. And then you just disappear, and the other person just has to deal with them. I mean, hopefully you like your community so you don't think that they're like terrible or something, but I don't know. Maybe there's people out there that don't like their viewers. I'm sure there's someone out there who just is like, ugh, here you go. They're your problem now. The cottagers are always very well behaved, so I am happy because y'all are so chill that I never feel like I have to say anything before we raid anyone. I'm sure there's other communities that just based on the nature of like what they're up to in stream that they have to have like pre-raid talks and be like, listen up, you better behave in here or else. But I never, you guys follow rules and you don't do anything offensive, so I've never been stressed raiding into a single person ever. My viewers hate me, so I hate them back. A mutual hatred. As the kid who was handed off to most of the family, that is precisely it. You heard her, let's change it up, y'all better not. If I get word that y'all are behaving poorly in other people's streams, you might find yourself banned in here. Especially because I don't tend to raid blind. I usually tend to raid people I know, so they will tell me if you guys are behaving insanely. Also, I usually say that I'm lurking, but I'm usually still around reading chat, so if you guys are ever like really going off, I will see it. And then I won't even need them to tell me that you've been wildly inappropriate. I will just witness it myself. And then again, you might get the ban. So, just behave. It's really easy. You just be nice to people. Behave by their rules. If they're an 18+ stream, you go do your fun thing over there. If they are a say-so stream and they don't want you making weird jokes, don't make weird jokes. Raz fans do SpongeBob Ice Cube rules. You don't always attract good people, sadly, or ones you mesh with. I think the thing is, though, if you don't attract good people, or you have people that you don't mesh with, you just ban them. If anyone makes you uncomfortable in your own chat, or they're making other people uncomfortable, you just ban them. You're quick and you're like, get out of here. Raz, hello Miko, welcome in, hope you're doing well, hope things are good by you. Happy Sunday. Also, welcome back to streaming. I caught a good chunk of your Final Fantasy stream on Friday. I was very excited. Not to put pressure on you to stream. Stream whenever you want, girl. But I had fun there. I hope you had fun. My stream is M-rated content, PG vibes. You're allowed to talk like an adult, but don't make it weird. Yeah, I think that's fair. You didn't see me yelling at Fruits. I saw you yelling a little bit at Fruits, but we're friends, so it's not like that would put me off. I wasn't shocked to see you yelling at Suika Game. I think most people yell at Suika Game, so I think you're in good company there. Also, this is today, right? It is. Meet at the inn, cancel it for any, bring an ingredient. Okay. Hey there, Raz. The valley's been blessed with a crackin' good harvest again, so it's time to hold the harvest banquet. We're all gonna get together around a giant pot of food to thank the earth and pray for next year's harvest. Lou and I'll be prepping everything over at the inn, and it'd be a huge help if you swung by and gave us a hand. We'll be around from 10 AM to 5 PM, so no rush if you got other stuff to do today. A big pot stuffed with just my veggies ain't very exciting, so it'd be great if you could bring some products from your farm too. Nothing inedible, obviously. Oh, and we also won't be accepting cooked dishes, herbs, or fish, so keep that in mind. You don't have to bring anything, of course. You're still welcome to come to the banquet, even if you don't have the ingredients to spare. Oh, I'll bring ingredients, Vesta. Don't you worry. Anywho, if you think you can bring something that's not a dish, herbs, or fish to the inn between 10 AM and 5 PM, then come on by. Can't wait to see ya. My patience wanes in the presence of fruits. I can't look at smoothies anymore. You'll never be able to look at a smoothie the way that you once did. Forever ruined. But yeah, I think the hardest lesson to learn as a VTuber is that it's usually best for everyone involved to ban someone immediately if they get weird. They are not worth triaging. Unless you know them and you feel like you could be like, hey man, that wasn't cool. But if the first thing someone says to you is like super out of pocket, or like it's their first time in stream and they say things out of pocket and they're just going, you just ban them. You just
you just get them out of that chat. And make sure they now have that feature on Twitch. It is a feature in the settings that you can click a little box, and anyone who is banned in your chat cannot watch your stream. They are like fully banned. They are unable to enjoy your content even silently. So I suggest you do that too. Also, Rage Quit, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Get them? Exactly. You just find that if... I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the concept of a like missing stare. A missing stare is like a person within a community that everyone knows is a problem, but nobody seeks to solve that problem. So it's like someone that you know is problematic, someone that you know makes everybody uncomfortable, and instead of like removing that person from the group, you just like warn every new person that comes in. You're like, ah, don't interact with this person. They're a nightmare. And you don't want missing stares in your community. So if you have a missing stare, if you have somebody who's just, they're always breaking your rules, they're making everybody else uncomfortable, the when they talk, it's like they're just being weird, you gotta just let them go. She's talking about me. I'm not talking about you, Ness. You have like very rarely, if ever, broken the rules, and I feel like almost never in stream chat. Like, I think my Discord used to get a little off the rails, but I was also really bad about moderating my Discord well, which is also why I moved to a group Discord, so then other people could be like, hey, let's all abide by the rules here. Is it time we act as you described? Challenge accepted. I mean, I feel like I wouldn't ban any of you right away. But then we would have to have a serious discussion. I don't think anyone wants that. I don't think anyone wants that. Clearly I'm out of touch. My goodness. I don't think so. I think everyone's just been behaving as an adult, as they should. As they should. Alright, let me see if I can get this cutscene to play out, please. I think I have to, do I have to leave Vesta's house or enter Vesta's house? Oh, she's not in here. So irksome. Where are you, Vesta? A serious discussion with Raz? Yeah, like you don't want that. Like, a serious discussion with me is we would have to leave the game. We would have to go to the just chatting screen. And that's not fun. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that happen in a Twitch stream. I hope that you haven't. I have sadly witnessed that happen before, and it is literally the most uncomfortable situation. 'Cause it's like, if you're not a rule breaker, you're just sitting there, also getting chastised with the group. And the streamer is clearly upset, and you're having to be like, oh god. You get like transported back to school. Wait, seen what happened? Seen, if you've ever seen something like somebody, like a flagrant breaking of the rules to the point where the streamer felt that they couldn't just ban the person, they had to like have a discussion, or it's like it's happening in the whole chat, like if the whole chat is breaking the rules together and the streamer like stops the game or the activity that they're doing and they go to a just chatting screen and they like have to have like a serious conversation with people as a group. It's deeply uncomfortable. So I recommend not being in a situation where that ever happens, that you have to witness that. Caught between feeling like watching my friend get yelled at by their parents and getting yelled at myself. Yeah, it's like somewhere in between there. It's very uncomfortable. As a mod, I've banned a whole chat before. That's pretty, I mean, that's aggressive, but I believe you that it was probably warranted. I believe you that it was probably the way. Oh, Raz! Fine timing you got there. You're gonna join us for the harvest banquet, ain't ya? Well then. Did you bring something from your farm? Of course. Much obliged. I'd love to see what you brought. I brought my chestnuts. There you go. Oh! This'll make a nice addition to the pot. Thanks, I'm glad you... I mean, that chestnut's like the size of my head. I would hope it's a nice addition to the pot. It's like an aberration chestnut. Let's go make this soup, though. Good soup only. Time to get things rolling. Vesta here was kind enough to donate a generous helping of veggies from her farm. All that's left is the finishing touch, adding what Raz brought. Alright, I'll toss it in. Ooh, now that smells good. I'd say it's about time we served this up. Wait just a sec. We're ready for the soup. Alright, what does Van say? Alright folks, soup's up. Eat as much as you like. What's the prognosis, Van? This year's meal is simply delectable. The ingredient Raz contributed is an excellent complement to the rest of the dish as well. Well, ain't that something? Considering how much Van travels and how many different foods he gets to eat, that's some real high praise. That's a wrap on this year's Harvest Banquet. Come celebrate with us next year too, okay? Here's hoping for another hearty banquet next year. It was a success, the victory party soup. Also, Revy, thank you for the hydrate. As a streamer, it happened once and my mods banned the instigators, kicked everyone else, and I didn't address it. I had in the title no backseating. The whole chat was trying to tell me how to play. Ooh, that does happen. I will say in some games, that does seem to happen much more often. People just don't read the tags or anything, and they'll just come in and they like see you playing non-optimally. Also, Justvi, thank you for the posture check. Everyone make sure that you are not a cooked shrimp. You can be an uncooked shrimp, but not a cooked one. Ooh, I just cracked my elbow. I didn't even know that was possible. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The sound effects of aging. Yes, please unshrimp, or at least uncook. If you are naturally a shrimp. But drink the shrimp water? I don't know about that. I don't know. Shrimp water sounds kind of not great. All right, let's give our boy some gold. Shrimp water. In small doses, I'll do the little kid production where I intentionally and obviously do the opposite thing. Oh, in your streams? I generally just find that I feel like a lot of people do things in streams to be more entertaining. And this is probably gonna sound bad, but I just don't care enough. So I'm just playing the game the way that I want to play it. And if you guys don't like that, I low-key super don't care. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm not gonna act different. Oh, did I get it? Oh, wait. Exit Vesta's house. 8 AM to 6 PM, sunny weather, autumn or winter. Celia Vesta inside the house. It says that I should be getting it. But maybe I can't do it on a festival day. Endora-like voice. What's that, user? You said the bad guys on the left? goes to the right. Shrimp water. I've heard of tom yum, but shrimp in liquid. Hello, Fortuna. Welcome in. Welcome in. But Raz, you said you hate games. I do. Well, I hate most games. I don't hate all games. I don't hate farming games. Shrimp water, maybe soup. Yeah, shrimp water is probably a way to say shrimp soup. Alright, I guess... Doesn't say where Matthew has to be. I don't think I'm, like, not friends with Matthew. I might just not. Maybe I'm cheating because it's a festival day. It's probably what it is. Just imagining someone with one of those infuser bottles, but instead of lemon and cucumber slices, it's just a bunch of shrimp. That is vile sounding. Shrimp infused water. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Not gonna lie. Are you thinking of the shrimp in there being cooked or uncooked? Not to further gross anyone out, but I feel like I need to know. What kind of shrimp water is it? Inquiring minds need to know. Oh, my turnips are done. Nice. Give me these turnips. There we go. The rest of these are still going. For God's sake, please cooked. The smell of the sea in every sip. Miko's really selling it. Miko is really selling it. She could be on the marketing team that sells shrimp water. We don't need shrimp water that is lethal. Would uncooked shrimp be an aquarium at that point? Well, they could still be uncooked but perished, I suppose. Be right back trying shrimp water, pray for me. I don't think that's safe. Wait, don't tell them that if you end up in the hospital, don't tell them you heard it from this chat. Don't tell them why you chose to try that. Keep that safe. Keep that secret. Please. The anime girl on Twitch told me to do it. You know what, actually, you could tell them that. I don't know if it would work out the way you hope, though. They might send you to a different ward in the hospital, depending on how in tune with the internet your doctor is, I suppose. They'd be like, oh yeah, that's great. Hold on, we just need to check something really fast. Give us just one minute.
The harvest banquet was quite the treat this year. I fancied one contribution in particular, and I had to wonder if it was yours. It was irresistibly delicious.
Thanks, girl. It was probably mine, because I don't think Vesta was contributing any rare crops, gonna be honest. Oh hey Lottie, I was just about to go read your diary.
The food at this year's harvest banquet was pretty good, don't you think? Each year it's just been getting better and better.
Like ocean breeze scented candles, let the allure of the sea envelop your senses. Shrimp water. We need like a fancy graphic for shrimp water. I need someone to take one of those infuser bottles, Photoshop some shrimps into the infusion chamber, and then add in Miko's marketing slogans, because they're pretty good. Alright, we're reading her diary. We just saw her leave.
Recently, I've come to realize just how amazing Mama Raz is. I was born and raised here, so it's easy for me to fall into the routine, but Mama Raz threw away her entire life to start working here. I can't imagine how difficult that must have been.
I mean, I think we were either graduating from high school or college with no prospects, or probably working a soulless job and therefore did not mind throwing it away. to move out to the countryside and take over Grandpa's farm. I think we were pretty okay with the concept. If I'm gonna be honest. I think we were good. This is a war crime. Shrimp water is a war crime. It does sound very dubious. It does not sound like a good thing for anyone. I guess the other side of that is the water fresh water, like drinking water, or is it salt water? Like Fortuna said, if the shrimp are alive, is it just an aquarium in a bottle? Things to think about. Or do the shrimp bring the salt with them because they're just naturally kind of briny, being creatures of the sea? Though I guess maybe crayfish are kind of like, they're kind of like a freshwater shrimp. So like what if you had two different brands of salt, of like shrimp water? You had like salt water and fresh water. And one could have crayfish in it, and one could have regular shrimp. Also, did anyone keep crayfish? Was that a thing for anyone else in school? In 4th grade, they kept a bunch of crayfish in the classroom in a tank, and we were put in pairs, and each pair had a crayfish, and we were supposed to take care of it throughout the year. And then at the end of the year, they just sent all these kids home with these crayfish. And they were supposed to just keep them, I guess. You could like sign up to like take a crayfish home. We had frogs. Oh, but frogs are pretty cool though. Not that crayfish are like uncool, but like you can't interact with them that much because one, they're pinchy. They don't want to. They'll pinch you. They'll get you in a way that frogs usually don't. What kind of frog? Do you know what kind of frogs they were? Because that sounds fun. And did you raise them from being like tadpoles, or did you get them as frogs? We don't have crayfish around here, unfortunately, but sounds neat. It was pretty fun. I won't lie. I did not end up taking my crayfish home at the end of the year because I was well aware that I was ill-equipped to do that. But it was still fun. Hamsters died too easily. Okay, wait, did you know? Because I didn't know this. Hamsters apparently hibernate. So a lot of people have probably been burying their hamsters alive, not knowing that they're probably hibernating. So yeah, because they like kind of look like they're dead and they're cold and stuff, but if you blow hot air on them, they'll move because they're just hibernating. So if your house gets a little chilly, sometimes they go into hibernation. They were frogs already, we just had to feed them, though some people forgot. Oh no. No, Potato, I have wronged you. If your house was warm, I think you're probably okay, or if your hamster lived like a long time. Like, hamsters do die, you know, they are not immortal beings, but it is possible that some, you know, were prematurely put in the earth. I don't really know about my hamster. I think it did die, but Potato didn't go to hamster heaven. No, he did. For sure. All hamsters go to heaven. That's a rule. You know. We can't change that as much as we can't, you know, change the sun rising. All hamsters go to heaven. That's just a fact. And they just run around and they get as many sunflower seeds as they like. And I don't know, they like to climb stuff and dig around and tunnel. They're having a blast up there. A much more fun time. My hamster was called Tiger, and he really liked to eat. He was very round. He was definitely overweight. We never took him to the vet, I don't think. But he was large. He was given access to a lot of food, and he took advantage of that for sure. Maybe he's still alive, living the hamster mercenary life at the age of 29. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. It'll be like in like Redwall. Did you ever read the Redwall series? Maybe he's out there dealing with some kind of hamster court intrigue. The Redwall series is amazing, by the way. If anyone hasn't read Redwall, I highly recommend going and reading Redwall. I remember as a child, I loved the descriptions of food in Redwall. And my husband and I recently like rebought all the books with our preferred cover art on them. There's like a very particular art style on some of the paperbacks that we really enjoyed. I loved Redwall and their feasts. The feasts were just so good. I have a clear memory of like my parents being like, "What are you reading?" And I was reading like, I think I was reading Redwall proper at the time, and I was like, "Oh, I'm reading this book series called Redwall," and then I was like, I really want to try. I think it was like some kind of like blackberry cordial or something, and I think I said that to my parents, and they didn't know how to tell me that that was like an alcoholic beverage. They were like, "Oh yeah, nice." I was like, "Can we go to the grocery store and see if they have that?" And they were like, I don't think they have that." Which, to be fair, they definitely would not have had blackberry cordial at the grocery store, but bit more of a specialty drink, if you will. Speaking of which, shrimp and hot root soup. Ooh, tasty. Sounds good. My favorite characters, so my favorite Redwall book was The Long Patrol, hands down. Long Patrol was my favorite. I did greatly enjoy the Log-a-Log shrews in Redwall, though. I always found them... I found their wild attitude and complete willingness to go to war at the drop of a hat kind of endearing. I don't know that anyone should find the Log-a-Log shrews endearing, but something about knowing that they were shrews and that shrews of all creatures very much are creatures of war, I would say. I was like, this seems very accurate to real life. Yeah, they're very supportive. Yeah, they were down to go to war at any time. The Log-a-Log shrews were going at it. Yeah, you need help? Oh, we'll be there. We got you. They're like, you need to what? Yeah, okay. The Long Patrol was so good. The Long Patrol is an incredible story. Like, just a good book. But that's most of Redwall. They were just well written. Did you also know that the author's name, I always thought for the longest time that it was Brian Jacques, but it's Brian Jakes. That's actually how you pronounce his name. Which I did not know until like recently. I guess I had never heard him say it. Yeah, Jakes, even though it's spelled like Jacques. It's Jakes. That is apparently how he pronounces it, and since it's his name, I guess we defer to how he pronounces to say his own name. But yeah, I also didn't know that. It was, it was like this year or last year that my husband was like, no, he pronounces it Jakes instead of Jacques or Jacques. So yeah, the more you know. The more you know. Alright, all of these, do I have a... I thought I had a chestnut on the ground, but I guess I don't. I guess I do not. But yeah, if you haven't read Redwall, go pick it up. Contrary to Redwall was like a book that I read as a child, and then I'm like, that was still good. That was like still an excellent series. A series that I read as a child that ended up not being good when I tried to go back and read it was the Abhorsen trilogy by Garth Nix. A very fascinating, incredible world. Not very well written. At all. Painful to attempt to read as an adult. But I loved that series. Like, it was a trilogy. It was Sabriel, Lyriel, and Abhorsen, I think, was the last one. And then there was a bunch of spin-offs and stuff as well. But I was in love with that trilogy. And then years later I went and rebought them because I was like, man, I loved these books. These were so cool. And then I tried to read them and I was like, oh my god. This is hard to get through. I'll tell you what. Not easy to read because it is not very well written. But it was still a cool world. I did like the concept of the world. Like, really interesting magic system that I liked a lot. And I think it was in Lyriel, the girl in Lyriel worked in a, like, magical library, and the library sounded so cool. Like, if I was going to be dropped in a place, I mean, I probably wouldn't actually want to be dropped in that place because it seemed dangerous to work there, but it still seemed cool. Lots of magical knowledge in one place, I guess, ends up with things not being super safe. It seemed perilous to be a librarian in a way that it's probably not super perilous to be a librarian elsewhere. But it always seemed pretty rad. I think for a time I was like, I should be a librarian. And think my parents were like, you know, being a librarian isn't like that. I still think being a librarian would be pretty cool today, but you gotta get an advanced degree to be a librarian. And I have no interest in going back to school, unfortunately. I'm good. I did my time. I learned things. I want some unique cheese. Lately I've been obsessed with trying new cheeses. My next goal is to eat high-quality goat cheese. Anyone have some? From Kate. A huge bony tongue, if possible. Mistress Romana has a craving for a Meunier set, and only the finest will do for her. As such, I would like a huge bony tongue. From Sebastian. Large bony tongue. Times 1. I don't even think I've caught one of those, so I don't know where those are. I guess I would assume... Do you think a bony tongue is in a pond? Or do we think it's in a river? I wanted to be a cowboy as a kid, and behold, the Wild West no longer exists, and also cowboys are criminals. You can still be a cowboy, though. There people do still cattle ranch on horseback to move cattle around. So you could. There's not a whole lot of jobs for that, at least not in the US. There's a lot more in Central and South America, I believe. There's not as many cowboy jobs in North America. But there's still some. I would say probably Alaska would probably be where... Alaska, or maybe parts of Canada... Or maybe Texas, Idaho, Montana is where I would think you would maybe find some people that are moving enough cattle to warrant having people on horseback do the moving over large distances. But it is a rare job. You also need to be very proficient at riding a horse because you got to do other stuff while you're riding, so you can't be too focused on the riding aspect of it. Can't take too much of your concentration. There's a girl I follow on TikTok. I think her TikTok handle is Steady Rain. I think she started out... Oh, I did find a little bony tongue. What size did this man want? Wow, I'd never gotten one of these before. A large, okay. She's actually, I think, taking a bit of a break because she had a really bad fall. I don't know if she broke her back or broke her neck or something. Like, a very dangerous injury. But she has been working as an equestrian photographer, but she also worked as a ranch hand. She would travel around the country with her horses. And she has a little buffalo that she adopted as well. And she would work as a ranch hand and move cattle on horseback all day. But yeah, she had, I think it was when she was moving cattle. I don't know if it was doing that or if she was doing something else. But she had a really bad fall. And She was in the hospital for like, I thought at least a month or something. She's out now. I don't know if she's actually riding these days right now, but I think she might still be in recovery. But yeah, horses are big animals. It's very easy to have a bad fall and have a bad time. Come on, Pick. There you go. You want to sit? Wow, nice sitting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a good bean. She's so fluffy. Wow. Big purrs, big purrs. Big fluffy baby. Wow, amazing. But yeah, all that to say, you could be a ranch hand, moving cattle from horseback, but it's dangerous and kind of hard to get a job, I think, just because there's not too many people who need that, and but at the same time, I guess there's probably not that many people that have the skills that you need. Because I think you probably have to be able to ride and rope pretty good, seeing as you probably have to be able to snag cows with ropes from horseback, so you can always practice, though. Oop. As long as you're not dead, there's time in this life to do things that you want to do. Maybe not always in the way that you thought that you would do them, but there's always time to learn new skills and do new things. Also, Miko, thank you for the pet pick redeem. Do you have any special requests? She's sitting in my lap right now. It's a dead person. I disagree. Oh my god, Ness is typing in chat from beyond the grave. What dedication. What absolute dedication. I don't know how many ghost bucks you gotta spend to be able to use the keyboard. Head pats? Okay, she'll get some big head pats. You're happy. You're happy. You are, you're big purrin'. You're so cute, Miss Pickles. You're such cute. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, it's cloudy. I was gonna say I should go to Vesta's farm, but it's cloudy, so I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. While I'd love to be a born-again gunslinger, I'm unfortunately switching to a career I'm very excited about. I mean, that's exciting then. Swapping to a career that you're hyped about. That is always the best. I am not someone who dreams of labor, I suppose. I don't really like most jobs, and I think after working in tech, I've become quite cynical about jobs, I suppose. However, I feel that any job that gives you ample time off to pursue things that you enjoy is a good job. As long as you get good benefits, and you're treated pretty well, and you have time to do the things you actually like to do, that's an ideal job. That's the best kind of job for me. Other people have actual interests and things that they want to do. That's never been me. I've never had an actual dream job. Because once I got old enough to realize what jobs would be like, I was like, you know what? Never mind. Quite honestly, I'd like to be a stay-at-home husband. Stay-at-home husbands can be a pretty good gig. I think as long as you don't hate cleaning or cooking or something. If you hate domestic labor tasks, then being a stay-at-home spouse is probably not super fun, but as long as you don't hate that, it seems like a pretty good gig. It's a shame that it's increasingly rare to have stay-at-home spouses because most jobs just do not pay enough to support 2 people plus. Hey, we found Fish Fear Me, which means you obtained all fish. You found 77 in the wonders so far. Awesome. Fish fear me. Wow, was the bony tongue the last one? How did that happen? I'm a stay-at-home husband. I'm also single. Hey, you know? Do what makes you happy. Make your dream life yourself. State of living is rough. It is rough. Yeah, very, very few jobs pay you enough to not have two people working. I find myself wishing I had more time to be domestic already. It is, well, it's also hard. I feel like it's tough because I feel like ideally today, honestly, you probably don't need two people in a relationship. You probably need 3 people in a relationship because I think you probably need, with like how wages and stuff work today, you probably need 2 people working outside the home, and you probably need 1 person full-time in the home taking care of the home. Because it's kind of hard to take care of the home when you're both working full-time. It's like hard to, and have hobbies and interests and stuff. Like you can always do these things, but you're always like giving something else up, which is a shame. But if you were in like a throuple situation, there were 3 of you, either romantic or platonic, living in a house, and 2 of you were working full-time and 1 of you was full-time at home, I think your house would be well kept, and you would probably be eating pretty good, and you'd probably be pretty happy. You would probably actually have like pretty decent, everyone would probably have pretty decent time to like do their hobbies as well. And your income would probably be enough to keep everyone pretty well fed and stocked up and stuff. So maybe that's the future. Maybe the future is like miniature communes of people, and we all just live in little groups. And some people who like it specialize in the domestic tasks because they like to do that. You could even rotate too. You could like do it like, you could be domestic, like the domestic person for like 2 years, and then you could go get a job, and then someone else could rotate in and take care of the house for 2 years. Like that doesn't sound too bad. That sounds decent. Oh, starting to snow again. It's been snowing a lot more in autumn this year. I feel like it didn't snow that much. Or it's used to snow in like autumn, like 9 or 10. I don't feel like I noticed it before then. I don't remember if I talked to her today, so I was like, let me go chat with her quick. Okay, everybody's good. Let me grab Poulter because it's snowing. Inside we get small friend. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. We've got a normal day tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be, if it's sunny that would be nice because then we can try and get that cutscene. If it's not, then it'll be Van Day the day after. Ooh, the food dream. Game knew I was kind of hungry. Oh, nope, it's gonna be snowing today. Luck is not great. Jeez. Alright, all the animals get to stay inside today, since it's gonna be raining or snowing later. Not nice weather. Alright, let me get just fodder while everyone is away from their stuff. Put in, put in. All right, there we go. Can brush everybody. Shear. Our sheep are probably like, I took all this time growing this wool so that I could be warm because it's snowing today, and you just stole that from me. Theft. Absolute theft. Alright, everybody's good. Everyone has full food, so no one can get angry. We should go water our crops, because technically snow only counts for like half counts as precipitation. Alright, those are all good. I'm gonna go chat with Vinny, and then I gotta go try and catch the bony tongue again. I don't know if the bony tongues are only if they are in both ponds, or if they're only up by the goddess spring. So might have to just go up by the goddess spring. I don't want to like waste time at the lower spot if I can't catch them there. So it's a fishing day. I need a fishing hat. Sadly, I don't think there are any hats in this game. At least not like that, not like a baseball cap kind of hat. Even then, I don't even know if there's very many hats that you can even get. It's not like Van sells any. There's like DLC hats, I guess, but the classic bucket hat with an assortment of lures stuck to it, yeah, like that's what I need. But I don't think that's an option for me. Tragically, a missed op on the Marvelous team's side, I gotta say. If they made that a DLC, I think people would buy it, especially if the hat said "Fish Fear Me." It'd be perfect. Also, fish, hello. Hello, sir? Okay. I messed that up. I was too... The minute he bit, I was like, okay, clearly. This must be it. I've got, like, Animal Crossing reflexes. The chance that anytime a fish bites that you could just snag it, which does not work in most games. These pond fish, they're really pondering the lure for a while. They're thinking about it. They're like, I don't know about this. This seems weird. Why is this appearing in here today? Which, probably best to be skeptical if I was them, but... I guess the key to fishing is that they aren't really thinking too deeply. Which is the whole reason we can get them in the first place. I've only been fishing, I think I've been fishing like 3 times maybe? Twice? We're on those party boat things where they like, you go out to sea usually, or sometimes on a really big lake, and they set you up with like bait and fishing equipment, and you kind of just like throw out your line, and they always like, I don't know, they bring you to spots where it's like nearly impossible to not get fish. And then I went once on a lake, which was definitely more fun because, I don't know, I hate the party boat ones. There's like too much going on. The poor staff are always like extremely beleaguered, having to try and make sure that nobody like hooks their hand or something. Plus, I have thalassophobia, so I don't like being out on a boat anyway. It's like not an idea of a fun time for me. Deep water is not my friend. I don't think deep water is anyone's friend, actually, aside from fish or things that live in deep water. Like, I'm kind of the opinion that, like, Michael Phelps is slower than most fish, and he's like the closest we have to somebody who's like pretty good at swimming. But he's still slower than like the average fish. So that doesn't bode well, I feel like, for being in deep water. Thalassophobia, same. I am too scared of talking to girls. You don't need to be scared. Girls are so nice. Girls are so pretty. And they smell so good. And they're so nice. Hey Raz, hello Mel, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. So I don't think you gotta be scared of girls. This is where I'd throw the 10 Madao emote if it wasn't removed. I love being on the sea. That's where you and I are different, Miko. The farther away I am from the ocean, the happier I am as a person. The happier I become. Anytime I tell people, like, anytime people find out that I live where I live, they're always like, oh, do you go to the beach? And I'm like, nope. And they're like, don't you live, like, close to the ocean? And I'm like, yep. Still not going to the beach. I hate the beach. I hate the ocean. I don't like being in the sky. Being in the sky is pretty unfun, too, I will say. Flying, I'm not a fan of flying. But sometimes that's like the easiest way to get places, sadly. I'm a train person. I think I would rather be on a train the whole time. Though I don't think like a train crossing over an ocean, even if we built train platforms to go over an ocean, sound awful. So I probably just wouldn't cross the ocean, to be honest. Large bodies of water and I would not mix. Love me a good train. Trains are just great. Trains are so nice. You get to see all the scenery pass by. Last time I flew, I had vertigo for a month and needed a prescription. Well, that sounds extra awful. That sounds extra unfun. I just hate everything about flying. I hate going to the airport like 2 hours early and having to deal with like TSA. And like why do the rules change at every airport? It's like you go to an airport, you think you know what you're doing. You get in the security line, you go to take your shoes off and somebody like screams at you for taking your shoes off. And then the next time you're like flying back like 2 days later. And you go to leave your shoes on and then a security person yells at you to take your shoes off. And you're like, why? Why are the rules not the same? I don't understand. I love the sea and the sky. I actually hate going to the airport too. I love being in the clouds. Being in the clouds is pretty fun. Looking out and seeing the view is nice. But I don't really like being up in the air. I ask myself the same question. Why do the rules change every place we go? When you land, you have to commute into the city. And then it's a whole other ordeal. Train dumps you downtown, usually. True, yeah, there's a whole, it's usually not you landing and then, like, being in your spot via the airport. You're usually like, well, I don't mind navigating cities. Like, I don't mind being on, subways or above ground trains or anything. I feel like part of that is living close to or around lots of cities. Growing up, you just get really used to navigating that way. But I'm not a huge fan of flying anywhere. I also don't like getting taxis. That's actually something I don't like. I don't, even if they weren't like extremely expensive, I just find it tiring to get a taxi. It's like, ugh, I have to get a taxi today? No, please no. Or like an Uber. Even like an Uber in the city is like stressful. You have to describe in detail exactly where you are. They always get lost. And then it's like there's traffic and then everyone feels stressed and you're like, oh my god, this is too much. This is too much. You like think you're standing in the right spot and you're not. Anytime I've ever had to be in New York City, I just end up walking a lot because I just end up not wanting to deal with taxis or Ubers. I just like take the train to the closest station and then I'm like, you know what? I'll walk the rest of the way. And it'll be like many blocks. But I'll be like, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to deal with the next leg of this. I think part of it too is because my husband and I only have one car, so I used to take Ubers to work there and back again twice a week, every week, which is a lot of Ubers. And you just kind of get tired of Ubers. You end up meeting lots of weird Uber drivers who are like the worst, to be honest. And you just end up fatigued. You're like, I don't want to talk to these people. I don't want them to ask me like weird, inappropriate questions while I'm like stuck in their car. Like, I'm good. I've done all that. I've seen enough, thank you. I despise Uber drivers that talk to me. My husband just won't respond to them, which is like a level of like determination to not be bothered. Like, he'll tell them, like he'll just be like, hey man, sorry, like I'm not really looking to talk right now. And then if they still try and talk to him, he just doesn't respond. He just stone cold silent. And I've never been able to perfect that. That's a skill I don't have. The like people pleaser in me gets like stressed doing that. Even if the dude's being like super weird and inappropriate or whatever. There are only so many times I can tell people about how my day is going before I go ballistic. Yeah, making the same small talk over and over. Pretty rough. Mine is when I'm going home and they're like, so what country are you from? That is none of your business, Uber driver. I don't know. What a weird thing to say. What a weird thing to say. I'm from this country, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know, man. What's your ethnicity? You want to go through your genealogy? Seems weird. Seems like a weird thing to ask. Honestly, old white men are some of the worst, but... Did the chicken scream when you picked it up? It did. If they have an egg, they scream when you pick them up. Wearing earbuds is my go-to when it comes to avoiding social interaction. That does help. That definitely does help. I cannot small talk. I usually have earbuds in, I plug them back in as soon as I climb into the car, even if I'm not playing anything. Yeah, I never got into doing that, but I probably should have. It would have saved me a lot of headache. Oh, Poulter got the food today. Sorry, Koro. You were too slow. I found, like, I don't know if, like, this just doesn't happen to men, really, but, like, even if you have headphones in, some dudes will just still try and talk to you. And you're like, what about this did you not understand, my dude? Like, what about this was difficult to grasp? I just don't understand sometimes. Yeah, it definitely happens to women more often than men. I just, like, I don't know. I don't know if, like, the dating apps being so bad just makes people so desperate that they're like, I'm gonna just like aggressively talk to anyone who I find even remotely physically attractive. I don't know what it is, but that's always. I grew up in an area of the country where talking to strangers is like extremely sus behavior, and oversharing or being like too familiar with someone is extremely rude. Like you might as well have just spit on someone kind of rude. And so it's very alien to me when people do that. Good afternoon, cottagers. Hello, Alexander. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. But yeah, like I just don't get it. It just is always really strange to me when someone is doing that, and I'm like, bro. Like why are we up to this? Countryside tends to know everyone. Yeah, that's true. Oh man, this man looks stressed. He is very dripping. Heads up, we've got some squalls coming, so get to shelter and batten down the hatches. I guess it's supposed to be a typhoon or something. Also, hi Raz. Hello, Saya. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good by you. But yeah, I just remember like, people like that I don't know coming up and talking to me. I remember just being like the first time it happened, I remember just being like, are you talking to me? Like what? Excuse me? Like I was actually just offended for a bit. I was like, who are you? We don't talk to each other. Who told you that was appropriate? Who told you that was the way? They lied to you. Stranger danger, yeah. I don't know, it's weird because like I grew up in a really small town, so I do like get some of the small town like people are a little bit friendlier, I guess. They're friendly, I don't know, it was weird because I feel like small towns get the vibe of people being like, oh, everyone's like so friendly because like it's a small town and everybody knows everybody. But where I was, people were not friendlier. They were less, they were more, because they knew everybody, they were like more freaked out if you were like talking to them. They were more like, I know everyone and I don't know you, so you are definitely a stranger. I'm not supposed to know you. That also has been a like cultural difference, I guess, that I've had to like get over a little bit on the internet, I suppose, because I've found like in like the VTuber scene and stuff, people will be, it's not that they're being like rude or anything, but they'll be like overly, they'll act like they're your best friend and you literally don't know them. And where I grew up, that would be considered just like really out of pocket, like not okay at all. So I've been needing to train myself into being like, hey, that is not the case in other places. And obviously online people are maybe friendlier with each other than they would, or more open with each other than they would maybe be in real life. But it has been weird. I've had to like think about that more. Oh my god. Also, can I put this in here instead of showing the birds? There we go. The birds want the food, they don't want to look at the food. It's not exactly friendly. It's more so that everyone knows each other. I knew since I grew up in a 2,000 person town. That is pretty small. 2,000 is pretty tiny. I think my town is actually smaller than 2,000 people. actually. There's very few people where I live, which I like. I appreciate it. And I also, it's so funny because there's so few people, but like I don't know anybody and nobody knows me. Like you don't like meet your neighbors here, really. You don't like talk to them or interact with them much. I only met my one neighbor after like I was living here for like a year. It's just not, it's like not common that you would like go out of your way to like meet them. Cause like everyone's doing their own thing. That's weird though. Not really. It's like you might say hi and you might introduce yourself, but you're like not gonna talk to them really. You'll maybe like say hi if you're both outside at the same time, but you like don't go out of your way to like know them. Some people do, but in general, you don't. I haven't even met, like most of my neighbors I've never met, and I'm probably never going to meet them. I've met the people that I share one property line with, and I've met the people that live across the street, though only the wife. I've never met the husband. And I think they got divorced, so I think it's only the husband left. I've never met that man. Shy Raz. I mean, I am pretty introverted. I definitely don't go out of my way to meet people. I also keep, like, my husband and I keep pretty weird hours in comparison to other people. So, we're usually not, like, doing things outside at the same time that other people might be. Or if we are, we're, like, off deep on our property. We're not, like, near the front. So it's not like you can, it would be weird if you, like, came on our property to talk to us. That would be kind of strange. Unless there was, like, an emergency or something, I guess. I would be more freaked out if someone was just, like, walking around on my lawn or something. Be like, excuse me? Are you good? Are you lost? What's happening? Raz combing through the property at 5 a.m. with a machete. Luckily, no. Luckily, no. I don't own a machete, which is probably for the best. It's always good to know your neighbors. If you ever need help, then you know who is around. See, I don't trust my neighbors to be able to help me, though. I don't trust my neighbors to have any applicable skills that are, like, worthwhile. I do know people in the area. If I need help with something, I've got plenty of people to call, luckily. And I don't live so far out that, like, I live within 30 minutes of a hospital, so it's not like I'm probably not gonna perish at my house unless I, like, I don't know. If I lost a limb, maybe, but if I lost a limb, I don't think anyone could help me. I think that would be, I think it'd be over. But yeah, I find people, yeah, I just find people being, like, trying to interact with me to be a huge imposition, so I'm usually just like, nah, I'm good, thanks. I'm all set. I've already got my people. I don't need more. I'm all good. As a filthy city dweller, I also hate the city. I mean, the city is not for everybody. I gotta say, I'll be lurky but enjoy gaming. Thank you, Saya. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing while you're lurking. Like, I personally have found that I don't do well living in cities. I get really, like, depressed living in cities. However, I do miss, like, there are parts of the city that I miss. The food is really good. Food in cities is, like, unmatched, to be honest. living in the countryside, you have very little access to like good restaurants or things, or like lots of good ethnic food, like lots of different types of food. Or it's like way more of a hike to get to those things, whereas in the city, it's like, it's all close. If you want to eat Ethiopian food, or Thai food, or Korean food, like it's all there, and it's all good. It's all excellent. So I miss that about cities. I also miss like the entertainment stuff. Like I miss going to the theater, I miss like being able to go see like orchestra concerts and stuff, going to performances or exhibitions at museums. So there's a lot of that stuff that you miss out on when you live in the countryside, because you just don't have access to it, or not as easily. It's always like a hike. It's rarely like something that you can just like go and do whenever. But at the same time, in the countryside, you get lots of space, and people are not on top of you. And yeah, you get to do all kinds of things. And I personally prefer the space. So I'm not happy about it per se, but I'm okay with not having the most as far as access to good food or entertainment or something, because I prefer to just be away from other people. Not have to deal with neighbors that I share a wall with doing construction for 2 years straight. So that's always my preference. But luckily, I mean, in both cases, because I lived in the same area of the country, I also didn't, even when I shared a wall with people, my neighbors were not like super nosy or wanting to like be in our business or talk to us too much, which was good. But I did not appreciate the construction for 2 years straight. I could have done without that. We also had like a corner unit, so we only shared a wall with one neighbor, and of course it ended up being the neighbor that decided to just redo their entire condo over the span of years. It was always on weekends too. It was always on weekends at like 8 a.m. They would be up hammering away, and you'd be like, well, there we go again. Some new project is happening. So I don't recommend that. Instead, now I just get to hear my neighbors have fights with each other outside on the lawn. And I'm just in my house like, well, okay, nice, cool. Glad we're having a good time here. Nice to meet you. Greetings from Japan. Hello, Ichika. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Also, I think I forgot to move my YouTube chat. I probably did. It's back, but it's okay. I'm a Japanese VTuber. You look and voice great. Thank you. I want an EN VTuber friend. Well, there are a lot of us out here. There's a lot of EN VTubers. What kind of games do you play? Or do you mainly do just chatting streams? Because I mainly play farming sims. Cozy farming sims are mainly my favorites. Things like Bokumono, Bokujo Monogatari. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. Oh, Yakuza. Nice. Yeah, Ness also speaks Japanese. Ness is actually much better at kanji than I ever am. My kanji is very bad. Glad to see JP Bros here too. So blessed. So blessed. It's the farming. Everybody loves farming. How could you not like farming? You know what I mean? It's ideal. Alright, let's see, what do I have to do today? I guess all of my plans to get these cutscenes were completely ruined by the rain. Completely ruined by the rain. Also, these guys, they're slowly growing in. We are VTuber friends. Excellent. We love to see it. Oh my goodness, everybody, oh my god, these two were having a discussion over here. Raph was shaking his head. He was like, no, don't do that. Tomodachi. So true. YouTube and Twitch, yes. Yeah, now that we can multi-stream, the possibilities are endless. I'm so glad that Twitch did that, by the way. Allowed us to multi-stream. Just makes everything nicer. I now no longer have to spend an insane amount of time like editing VODs to put on YouTube. It's much nicer to just be able to multicast, simulcast. Can you make me some choco milk? You can't make yourself choco milk? I feel like you have the ingredients closer to you, I assume. At least than I would have. I also, this is a confession, I like hot chocolate, but I don't like chocolate milk. Is that weird? Like, is it weird to really enjoy hot chocolate but not like chocolate milk at all? Make some for me too? I don't know how well it'll keep in shipping, you know what I mean? I think the milk will spoil. I do hate milk as well. But I don't mind milk in like hot chocolate, and I don't mind milk in like a latte either. It's super weird. I don't know why. I'm tired. I mean, it's pretty late for you, isn't it, Remy? Isn't it like, let's see, 1 p.m. is like, you're like 6 hours off, I think? So you're like 9 p.m.? That's pretty late. 9 p.m. on a Sunday, I also start drooping. You'd end up with chocolate cheese at that point. Just the idea makes me more than a little upset. We've been all about upsetting food today. Chocolate cheese, shrimp, water. I feel the same way too. Chocolate milk has a weird feel for me. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It's like super weird. Because if I just heat it up, it's fine. But chocolate milk, like cold, is not fine to me. Yeah, 9 p.m. Yeah. That's like almost sleeping time. You get up way earlier than I do too, Remy. I get up, I think on most weekdays, so I have one early day, quote-unquote early day, where I have to be in the office at 8:30, but most days I get in the office at 9:30, so I usually don't even get up until 8:30 most days. So I'm very used to like going to sleep at a late hour. Comparable to people who actually get, 1, a sane amount of sleep, and 2, who actually have to wake up way earlier than I do. What's up, Pickles? You're just napping? Just napping? Also, Justvi, thank you for that pasture check and the hydrate. It's gonna be raining again today. Let me pause so I can... Everyone should stretch. Make sure you're not shrumped up. Ooh. I always sit kind of like a pretzel because I think I need a new microphone. I think I need one of the ones that can go on like the mic arm, because the way I sit, I end up having to sit sideways because Pickles likes to sit in my lap, and that's just like the best way that it works, but that also means that I end up being pretty twisted up. Sommelier bottle of shrimp water, vintage 98 or earlier if possible. That sounds deadly, Bepsy. That sounds deadly. I think if you had shrimp water from 1998, I think you would just perish. Here's the 6-hour forecast. A dangerous typhoon is approaching the region. Please take caution if you need to go outside. Alright, well, I'm gonna go outside anyway. I gotta go get my cat, first of all. Inside you go, Poulter. Nothing happens to our cat if we leave it outside, by the way. It's okay. This game is very non-punishing in that way, but... we should bring our cat inside. Okay, is that everybody? No, you're asleep. There we go. Alright, who needs fodder? Okay, 5, I think. Calf, stop trying to stomp people. My goodness. Adding shrimp water to the list of unusual ways to kill someone? Yeah, I think it would work. The thing is, you'd be hard-pressed to get someone to eat shrimp water, I think, so like, or drink it, I guess. So, yeah, I don't think it'd be a very effective method, but, you know, you could certainly try, and I think it would be pretty poisonous to consume, so... That said, there's a lot more poisonous things to consume that also are probably easier to obtain rather than making shrimp water and waiting like over, you know, 25 years or something. Sommelier, a bottle of pure mercury? There you go. Did someone say shrimp water? No. I think you're mistaken, Miko. It's okay. We weren't talking about shrimp water. It's fine. As the progenitor of shrimp water. Miko is particularly attuned to shrimp water, seeing as she made it up. Alright, our Tricaros come in. I think we probably still have some in our thing, but I'll check our fridge. See what there is to see. Do I have any of you? Oh, I don't. Okay. Keep some of those. We'll sell the rest, because why not? Why not? Pickles, you're gonna fall, small bean. I'm just gonna say. You're dangerously close to slipping off of my lap. Also, yeah, I don't know that we're gonna get goat cheese of that variety. We have not had our goats long enough. Actually, our sheep put us about a year behind on our goats. And I've never forgotten it. It was pretty tragic. Oh, okay, nice. We do have the lizard today. which should spell better fishing on this spot. The type of cat is Pickles. She is a rescue, so I'm not sure as far as breed goes, but she is a long-haired tortoiseshell cat with green eyes. We think she might have some Siberian in her, but she's probably not a pure breed of any sort. She was found when they were cleaning out a hoarder house. There she was, amongst the garbage. And then she got rescued from the pound, essentially, by a cat hoarder who, I guess, technically runs a cat sanctuary, but she has like 100 cats in a suburban home, so I don't really think that I would call that a not cat hoarding situation. And this lady had so many cats that Pickles almost starved to death under her care, which is pretty bad. Pretty not great. So, now she lives a very privileged life. Now she is an only child. And we've had her for... Oh nice, we got the fish we needed. Is Pickles a half or full sour? I think she's a half sour. Tortoiseshell cat's cute. Yeah, she's a real cutie. I'll have to put a picture of her in the Discord at some point. I haven't had a recent picture of her, or at least not. She doesn't like pictures of her being taken. She seems to have a really uncanny ability to tell when she's about to be photographed, and then she makes the angriest faces possible. That's pretty much her MO. But she's a good bean. She's very chatty. She has a lot of opinions. She really likes hanging out with my husband and I. She's very, like, touchy-feely. She always wants to be, like, sitting on someone's lap or laying on someone's desk. But she doesn't really like other people. She's very shy around other people. She usually hides if we have people over. And, yeah, she doesn't like other people petting her or talking to her. She's very like, who are you? Why are you speaking to me? But she's a cute little princess. We love her a lot. We've had her for, I think, about 6 years now, I would say. She's a good bean, though. She also has a lot of medical conditions. She's very lucky that at the time that we got her, my husband and I both worked very high-paying tech jobs, because she had to go see a lot of vets and specialists, and they were very expensive. There we go. That's a giant fish, to be honest, Sebastian. I am in your debt, madam. I was beginning to worry that I would never find what I was looking for. Ah, yes, I have a reward for you as well. I do hope it is to your liking. Thanks, bro. Should I require aught else, I shall be sure to inform you at your earliest convenience. Romana, why are you pushing me out of the way, man? You know, you remind me of my late husband. I haven't thought about this in a while, but many years ago, he and I went on a sea voyage. It was supposed to be a joyful thing. We never expected such a sturdy ship to capsize in the middle of the journey. My husband, he didn't make it. Romana's secret lore about how she was on the Titanic. Though I guess many ships sink, so maybe not the Titanic, but the very sturdy ship no one thought that it would sink feels pretty Titanic-y to me. Though I guess most people on sea voyages don't think that their ships will sink, otherwise I don't think they would be traveling on them, probably. That would seem to be the same thing, to not travel in a ship that you think would sink on you. Alright, let me see also. Serena, yeah, she's still so far away from making S milk, I think. She is still very far away from that. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 6. Alright, I think I have to push Calf. Sorry, Calf. You're in the way, child. I do like that Calf's mane went gray. I think that's really cute. Like, as we progressed through the seasons. Alright, the burbs. Do any of you have eggs to spare? Apparently not. Oh, you do. A golden egg. Alright. I think that's probably it for these. Oh, these are done. Nice. Our beans are all set. Forget if beans can be grown in winter. If not, we were cutting it very close. I guess I should probably check what seeds we have for winter kicking around. Let me see. Do I have any beans? I do. So we'll put some away just in case we need them for anything. And then I think we need the berry seeds. Yeah, these are winter only. These are also winter only. We only made one of them. They were kind of a mistake, if I'm gonna be honest. They were not intended. That's for sure. What's up, Pick? Where are you gonna go? Oh, you're slipping. Where are you going? Also, give me 1 second. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, so give me just a sec. I'm back. I'm alive. I did sneeze. Had more time this time. I was like, I feel like I was really sneezy the other day when I sat down to stream. I don't know why. Maybe it's probably dusty. Actually, no. Don't go back to title. We haven't saved yet. Alright. These are all good. I think I'm gonna fail that goat's cheese quest, to be honest. I probably should have gotten fodder plus. See if I could have gotten better goat's cheese, but or goat's milk that I could then turn into cheese, but alas. I only have A quality goat's milk, so it be like that. Should also check what my fodder situation is like. I think I have plenty, to be honest, but yeah, I have 280. I don't think I need to worry about fodder, really. Drop all these off. And it's snowing. It's been snowing. It snowed a lot this autumn. This was a much snowier autumn than normal, I gotta say. Normally it snows around this time, but it was snowing on like the 6th or something. It was very early. First snow. Not as many sunny days as I was hoping for. I won't lie. I was thinking, oh well, We'll have plenty of time to get this Celia cutscene, but we might not. Alright, munch this mushroom. We can go see the sprites. I don't think they have anything for us at this point, but who knows? Hello? No recipes. Alright. One of them did not want to talk to me. The little talk button kept graying out, and I was like, okay, well, never mind then. I should actually see, we did get some recipes that I don't think I looked at. I don't know that we don't need to make any, because there aren't any more events that require cooking. The last cooking event was the beginning of the year, the spring event. However, we might get some different kakiage tempura. We might get some quests. A special kind of tempura made with shredded herbs, mushrooms, fish, and a rare crop. Fancy. That looks pretty good. I would definitely eat that. It's making me kind of hungry just thinking about it. I still think it's so funny that they call hummus bean paste here, because I'm pretty sure this is meant to be like chickpeas. Rare beans mixed with cloves of another rare crop and mashed into a fine paste. Yeah, like beans or peas works here, which is funny. Actually, I don't know what a chickpea looks like when it's actually like being picked. So maybe this is actually a chickpea, not like a pea. I thought it was like the green pea, and I was like, that doesn't look like a green pea, but maybe that's what chickpeas look like. Here I was roasting the people that listed it as a pea in the on the crops guide. I was like, they don't know what this looks like. You been cooking lately? This dish will make you full of beans and ready to take on the rest of your day. A bean bowl. The bibimbap does look tasty. I remember when we first got that, I was like, ooh, kind of hungry. Minced veggie bowl. Veggies like potatoes and sweet potatoes stir-fried together with some eggs and beans. That does look good. Googled it yet. Chickpeas come in little green pots. Oh, yeah, today we all learned. That makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense than what was going on before. Alright, those are all set. I don't think there's anything else that I want to grow. We could do a bunch of potatoes, I guess. That'd be fine. That's fine. Also, you have a bunch of fertilizer. Can put in here. I'll have to start making more fertilizer if I'm gonna have that many. 54 potatoes is quite a lot of potatoes. Alright, let's get these sage soil flowers in there. I guess I should put the rest of those beans away. So I think I can sell the rest. I don't think I need them for anything really. Or at least it's unlikely that I have a quest that has like so many of them. I don't think we're gonna have like 12. We won't even have 12 quests in a row. I think the most we can get is 4. 4 or 6, I guess. You could maybe have 3 quests in a set, I think. Alright, let me put these away. Let me make sure that I have some others. I'm also gonna sell these apple saplings because I don't need them. I'm not planting more apple trees, truth be told. Yeah, I have 7 ass chestnuts. That's more than enough. I'm kind of bummed that they didn't give us any artichoke recipes. Though it's possible that I needed some other... Well, I think they would have still given me the artichoke even if I didn't have the other ingredients grown. It's never really stopped them before, to be honest. Alright, everybody's good? Chat with everybody, everyone's our best friend. Something seems off. Is Serena pregnant again? She probably is. I swear, maybe I'm making this up. I could have sworn in the original game that you used to be able to just quarantine your bulls like all the time, and I would assume the same thing could be done with goats, but doesn't seem to really be the case. Because they keep just producing more baby animals without my say-so. Which is fine, we have enough space in the barn, but it did create problems at one point because I needed to buy a goat. I did not have space for it. Because the sheep had gotten pregnant without me saying that that was okay. I was not the biggest fan. That was not my favorite moment. I should also see really quick. A cold day. What does this need? 4 to 9 p.m. Walk into the farm area, sunny or cloudy weather. Children and spouse are on the farm. Okay. It's very specific. I guess I'm having 2 baths because I didn't move far enough away. And when I clicked back into the game, it was like, go shower again. Write in journal. We finished day 9. What's up, Pickles? Did you munch? What were you up to? You wanna come sit? Come here. You wanna come sit? No? Being a little grumpy bean. Okay. You can do that if you like. Aw. The bountiful farm dream. It's sunny out for now. Okay, it's gonna be cloudy later though. So we can let the animals out, I think. I feel like they need fresh air. They've been cooped up. Also, Shin, good evening. Hello, hello, welcome in. Sorry, my cat Pickles was blocking your message. You gonna come sit? You gonna come sit? Oh. There you go. Nice. Good job, Pickles. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, let's put our birds away. get all the animals out so they can have some fresh air since they've been cooped up inside since it was really bad weather before. Literally typhoon. Not the best weather for animals to be outside. Luckily, this game is not punishing. I think your animals would just like lose some health if they were outside. Some of the older games, if you left your animals outside during a typhoon, they would get swept away and they would die. So that is not great. That said, they have taken all the animal death out of these games though. I think they found it was just like too punishing without a lot of the rest of the game being particularly punishing, so it just like wasn't in line with how the tone of the games were. I was talking recently that I would love a farming sim that was like hard. If there was a farming sim that was almost like Oregon Trail style, where you could just die. There could be like farm accidents and your character would die and then you'd have to start over. Or you could like run out of food, ruin your crops and starve. I think that'd be fun, kind of a hardcore farming sim concept. I don't know that we'll ever get that, but it would be cool. Alright, let's talk to Vinny. I did not brush any of my animals, so. Also, I think Celia's, it can happen at 8 a.m., so let me go over to Vesta's. What happens if I just hang out at Vesta's farm? Do you go inside, Vesta? When are you gonna go inside? She's like tending to her crops and I'm like haunting her here. There's a game called Project Zomboid. It checks all the boxes for a hardcore farming simulator. True. Project Zomboid is probably the most hardcore farming sim that we currently have. It is not. I would like if there was a farming sim that was just a farming sim that was hardcore. But you know what? I should probably play Project Zomboid sometime. I would be awful at it. I feel like Project Zomboid is a big knowledge game. However, it would probably be fun to just do farming runs in there. That would probably be enjoyable. I mean, maybe not enjoyable for other people to watch me completely bungle a Project Zomboid run, but hey, you never know. Who knows what people want to watch? Oh my god, Vesta, no. Vesta, don't do it. No, she's going in the shed. Tragic. We've lost her to the shed today. Alright, let me go. Gotta brush my animals, I didn't do that. Gotta keep everybody clean. If you don't keep them clean, they get dirty. And then their health goes down. So, brushing actually serves a purpose in this game. The shed has taken another. It really has. Especially with all... I don't know if you guys know the lore of the sheds in Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. But there's a bunch of sheds in Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, and there used to be a locked shed on your property. And it kind of just took on like a life of its own. Like, people were just making up stories about how you get in the locked shed and stuff. It used to be like over here, if I'm remembering correctly. It used to be like next to the chicken coop, and it would get, I think, removed if you expanded the chicken coop. But, there's a lot of sheds. There's the shed, the one shed you can actually go in. I don't know if you would really call it a shed. It's maybe more of a outbuilding, is at Vesta's. But then you've also got, there's a shed, a locked shed over here by the twins' workshop that you cannot get into. This thing. Can't get in here. And then there's also a shed up at Romana's that you also cannot get into. But people were like, there were so many just tall tales on the old forums and stuff back in the day about, oh, here's how you can get into the shed. You have to do XYZ. This is also interesting. This is like, it kind of looks like it's supposed to be a smokehouse maybe, or a workshop. Because it has a chimney. In sandbox mode, you can make the fences and other buildings immune to zombie attacks, so if you surround your house with a fence, the zombies won't be able to get in, and you can focus on farming. I did not know that, Shin. Okay. That would maybe be more fun. I think me being in Zomboid, I would probably just die over and over again. But if I could make a fence so I could just focus on my own thing and zombies could not come and bother me, that might be fun. Because I'm not sure how enjoyable it is to watch people die over and over in something like Zomboid. Maybe people find that fun. I usually find games like that are more enjoyable to watch people who are really good at them play. Also, Pixie Foxy, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Comfy game? Yes, yes. I would argue one of the king comfy games, but I'm a big A Wonderful Life fan, considering that I played the original on GameCube a very long time ago, so I'm a little biased, I have to say. Alright, what did we think? Okay, Vesta. I see her. Are you going into your house? No. Are you gonna go in your house? Will you go in your house at like 2 p.m., Vesta? What about that? What about that? Like, if I stay here, will you go where I'd like you to go? I played Story of Seasons one time. I think farming sims aren't for everybody, but I find them pretty fun. We actually just had a discussion in the Discord the other day about how comfy games is like a really bad genre. Because it's way too wide of a net. It's like looking at adventure games. Like, just because you played one adventure game has no bearing on whether or not you would like another adventure game, because they are so wildly different within the genre. And the idea of comfy games is the same. But if you drill down a little more, if you like farming sims, you're more likely to like other farming sims. Rune Factory is my favorite. I think Rune Factory is a good... It's a good series for people who like the farming sim genre, or like farming but also want a little bit more, maybe a little bit stronger narrative in some cases. Alright, can I get this? Can I get this to trigger? I think Matthew has to be on the farm. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cottage. I feel like I cannot... Do I have to just enter? No, it says exit Vesta's house. I really feel like Matthew has to be... It seems like he has to be... Oh, it's cloudy. That's why. Curses. It just became cloudy. I see. Frog points. Yes, my channel points are frogs. My channel points are frogs in... Well, it's weird to say in memory because she's still alive, but... Because our favorite wife in the Bokujo... So the Story of Seasons / Harvest Moon series in Japanese is called Bokujo Monogatari, and they call it Bokumono for short. And my favorite wife in the Bokumono series is Nina from Harvest Moon SNES, and in Harvest Moon SNES, Nina feeds you a live frog. So frogs have become they're a bit of a meme on the channel. We have a lot of feelings about frogs and about people that like frogs. If you like frogs, you're generally endeared to the group, I would say. Tasty. It was shocking when it happened, but it's very funny in retrospect. It was definitely unsettling when it first occurred. In memory of the frog that was nommed. Exactly. Exactly. In loving memory of the frog that we sadly ate. It's funny because frogs are a thing. Even in the game, in Nina's ending cinematic, there's frogs, which is pretty great. Also, thank you for the posture check. Everybody make sure that you're not shrimped up. You could be an uncooked shrimp, just not a cooked one. Do a little bit of a stretch. Make sure you're not, you know, too hunched over. As I often am, because I work in front of a computer all day. Often in, like, awful chairs. I don't know why some office chairs are so awful, but the one I have at my office is not comfy to sit in. So I end up kind of, like, lounging in it. Alright, I might give up on the sprites. I think we might have gotten all the recipes that we are gonna get at this point. Because I'm not making any more rare crops. I'm not growing any more hybrids, really. So I think that'll probably be it. So I don't know that we need to keep visiting the sprites. I keep going because it's like a habit, but I think we can probably give it a rest. Alright, let's see. Is everyone ready? We're not ready. I'm just waiting. Alright, everybody good for milking? Our long distance milker is working. Oh, get down from calf. Oh, I didn't mean to show you this chicken. I didn't even know there was a chicken here. Yeah, our milker, we have a blessed, our milker is a blessed tool. And that means we can use it long distance. We don't actually have to need to be near any of the cows, which is very handy when you have multiple cows. But that's because it's supposed to be some kind of mythical tool that we got via befriending people and doing a bit of a quest to get it. But the blessed tools all have like extra special abilities. The blessed shears give you double the amount of wool from your sheep. The blessed milker lets you milk from long distance, which is odd. The other blessed tools just have like really long range, so they can, like, the blessed scythe can just cut like a huge amount of your field. Same thing with like the blessed hoe and the blessed watering can. They just make everything much quicker. Also, do you guys have... Oh, you have plenty of fertilizer. You guys are doing great. You guys are all set. So yeah, it makes things, it definitely streamlines things. It makes the end game much easier for you to have like massive fields, because you don't have to worry about dealing with them. They're not so tricky to get everything done. Talking to the trees, very fair and good. You gotta talk to your trees. I feel like you have to. I mean, they're gonna be around the longest, so you might as well get to know them. What's up, Pig? That was a big sigh. Who knows, they might need a confidence boost sometimes. Exactly. Yeah, maybe they just need to be like chatted up a bit, hyped up, and then maybe they'll give you even better fruit that way, if you're extra nice to them. Alright, we're finishing autumn. We're going to winter. which means we gotta change our outfit. This is the final season as well. Let's see, change look. What do I want to look like? I think I want to wear my winter outfit. Oh, did I not do it? Change look? Oh, I guess I didn't before either. I meant to change my look. I guess I never hit confirm. Alright, and then I think we want to do the quiet winter. The original music for winter. It just feels fitting that this is how we close out. It's gonna be sunny today. The festival is on the 5th. This is the Starlight concert. 6 p.m. Gustavus Yurt. So we'll have to go out there. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna let the animals out. It said it was supposed to be cloudy to start, but we'll see if maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it won't snow. That's my hope. If we can get it to not snow and I don't have to put the animals away, that would be nice. I would be excited. Okay. Everybody seems good. Let's do some brushing. I love the sheep, but they are so loud in this game. If you end up having... Sheep are pretty busted as far as like how much money they bring in. Especially with the blessed shears is like pretty broken, but they have a lot of opinions. They're very chatty in the field especially. They've always got a lot to say. Sheep only challenge? You probably could. You would definitely have enough money for most things, I think. You might run into some issues with like some of the quests, I guess, but I think you would in general be in pretty good shape. Alright, let's do our berries first. Plant all them. And then we're gonna go down, we're gonna plant this thing. And then go with all of these. Got a lot of potatoes. There we go, everything's all planted, at least that I want to plant. Then we water everything in one fell swoop. Easy. No stress. I guess we have one delinquent chicken to put away. And then I'll refill the fodder now, so that in case it does start to snow and I have to put everybody back, no one gets in and then is like, oh, there's no food. I'm starving to death. She has forsaken me. At least they won't be so upset. Hopefully. Maybe. Probably. Alright. And these birds... Okay, they have a decent amount of food left. Drop all these things off. I don't remember if we're gonna have quests today or if that is gonna be later. I don't remember if they start on day 1 or if they come in like day 2 or 3. I never really remember. Chat with Vinny. Because we gotta keep Vinny's friendship up. He really only has us and Takakura to chat with. So we gotta keep him entertained. Oh, we do have quests today. What's up, Lottie? Also, Stop it, please. Stop what? Girl. What are you talking about? Alright, let me see. Vesta, are you in your house? Please. Are you in here? Girl, please. No, I don't think she is. Alright, I'm gonna camp outside her house to see if I can get this cutscene. Maybe. Possibly. Because we're running out of days. I thought it'd be good to get it, but apparently you can't get it on on the festival day. That's cheating. Or at least it didn't trigger for me, even though I think I fulfilled the requirements. Because we need Vesta and Celia to be inside the house. And then I have to exit the house while they're both inside the house. When it is sunny only. So if the weather changes, I'm in trouble. In the meantime, I guess I can munch some lunch. I feel like for all that curry, I should get more of an energy boost. It's not the most efficient. I think she's got to be in here, right? She is. Vesta, when are you going to leave this place? Now I'll be able to see when she opens that door. Because truth be told, we have nothing better to do. Since we're in the last year of this game, we're in kind of our final season. There's not a whole lot on our plate other than like witnessing the last few cutscenes that we want to see. I guess I should see what the conclusion of Tay and Lou needs. Alright, she's going into the field. Let me see what the last... Did we already finish Tay and Lou? Oh, we did. Okay, good. We saw the last Tay and Lou. Last year in game, yes. Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life, and this is the remake, Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, has a definitive ending. So there is only a set number of years in the game that you play, and then you get an ending cinematic. There is an infinite mode after you see the ending cinematic, so you can keep playing on your farm if you really want to do that bit. But technically, as far as the story is concerned, the story reaches its conclusion and there's an ending and there's ending cinematics, kind of similar to like Harvest Moon SNES has an ending. You don't get to keep playing at the end of Harvest Moon SNES though. The game ends, you see your ending cinematic, it gives you a score, and then that's it. And then that's that. Which in some ways I actually like. I like the farming sims that have a definitive ending in them, because it just like makes more sense to me that you have like a clear stopping point, I guess. So as a streamer who mainly streams farming sims, it just makes it easy to be like, okay, we're at the end point. We've seen it. We've seen all there is to see. Got everything we need. Yeah, we can be like, it's been a wonderful life, and then we end out. and all is well. What a name for a game with an ending. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It seemed to fit. Okay, Matthew is leaving. Get out of here, Matthew. When Matthew leaves, I think Vesta comes back. I think she comes back around 2 p.m. So now I'm gonna wait. Is she coming back now? You making your way over, Vesta? Okay, she's coming back over. She's walking. She's gonna go inside. Okay. she's inside. I can go inside as well. Oh my god, I cannot get this cutscene to trigger. What if I come out of the shed? Nope. I don't know. I have a feeling that Matthew needs to be there or something. I don't know. I might have to look up like another guide. Mofa. Mofa. Mofu. Mofa. Mofu. Mofa. There's a picture of various rare field crops scribbled on the note. From Mukumuku. Rare hybrid crop. Field. And we get a sweet potato tart. The most wondrous wool. I saw a TV program recently that talked about golden wool, and I would love to see the genuine item at least once in my life. From San. Alright, we can get you golden wool. Do I have any actually? Did I get any today? Did I shear a sheep today? Don't remember. We do have some rare crops though. Okay, we didn't get any today. Probably sold it all. Don't have any in here. We do have rare field crops though. What is the best one? What do I have the most of? I think artichokes. Let's bring this artichoke up to Mukumuku. Do that quest, and then I'll probably go talk to Molly in the cafe. Make sure that all is well. Where is Mukumuku? There you are, friend. Hello. Mofa, Mofa? Hear about your request. Here's an artichoke. Mofa, Mofa. Mofu. Mofa. Oh, thank you for the sweet potato tarts. Mofa. Mofa. Sweet potato tarts are actually my wife's favorite food, so I should give those to her. What days do you usually stream? So I normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I go from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Saturday mornings, I stream from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Sundays, I stream usually from 1 to around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So I'm here 4 days a week, but not for very long streams. So I'm actually hard to catch in that way. But I stream on Twitch and YouTube. Now that they allowed simulcasting, I stream there too. So you are always welcome to watch on whichever platform makes the most sense for you. I will say currently Twitch chat seems to be the most active, seeing as Twitch is where I started streaming. It only gets tougher the older you get, so best do what you can now. It feels pretty tough right now, Gary. Thanks though. Thanks for your old man advice. Alright, where's my wife? Oh, she's at the farm. Is she at the house? Maybe. Actually, do I need anything else? I don't think so. Oh. Hey, Mama Lumina. Do you like living here in Forgotten Valley? I certainly do. Everyone here is incredibly dear to me. Do you not enjoy living here, Lottie? Oh, I do. I like it. Really, I promise.
Still, No hasty decisions, all right? Don't rush. You're allowed to take as much time as necessary to choose what is right for you. However, if you'd like to take more time to ponder things over, we should go back inside. It's much too cold out here. Aw, my family is so cute. My family is so cute. Wait, Lumina, come back. I got your favorite food. You made that yourself? How splendid. Sure did. Give it a try. My pleasure. I shall savor every bite. Thank you, Raz. My darling wife. So cute. I sometimes wonder if it's okay for me to stay in the valley my whole life. I mean, you can do whatever you like, girl. If you don't want to stay in the valley, you don't have to stay in the valley. If you want to stay in the valley, you do that. It's your life. Okay, that's these three. This cow is asleep. My marble cow. Actually, did I already get marble cow milk? Oh, I must have. Okay. Already was set. Oh my god, everyone calm down. The sheep. The sheep. Please. Alright, everyone's gonna go back inside because it's winter. Might as well go inside, get warm. Come in and chat with everybody, make sure everyone has all their fodder that they need. Just doing a quick field egg hunt, as you do. Alright, I also gotta water all the crops. Luckily we have the fertilizer machines, so those go automatically. At 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Distributes fertilizer to all the crops that need it. Makes my life much easier. Alright, everyone's good so far. I think Serena is pregnant again, which I'm not surprised by. Alright. Herbs are looking good. We actually have a very unproductive coop. We have way too many male birds, but they were named by cottagers, so they were named by viewers. So I feel bad getting rid of them, so instead we just have a lot of unproductive birds. That's okay though. Alright, these are all set. If I wanted more money, I could process all of my milk and stuff into cheese and butter, but I don't feel like doing that, and we don't need money anymore because we have bought all the things that we need or want. So we're kind of beyond that. Kind of beyond that point. Alright. Oh, it's a big sigh, Pickles. Alright. I think we might do one more day,
I love the Sebastian dream, honestly.
That dish you made was so fantastic. It was almost shocking. Oh, I worked myself into a tizzy just remembering it. That's how much your skill has improved, Raz.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like it. It was actually made by the cryptid living in the woods, but I passed it off as my own work. Mainly because you didn't give me an option to say that it was from the cryptid in the woods. I would have been honest. But I have faith in wherever Muku Muku got that from. Alright, it's gonna snow today, so animals will stay inside. Birds should be all set with their food. I'll just check on them after we go in the barn. Okay, and then let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and we have wool today, so we should be able to do that quest. Hopefully, in theory. Need you to move out of the way, Europa. There we go. And Calf, you gotta move out of the way too. Sorry, friend. Alright, now let's do all the brushing. They are so fluffy. I appreciate how fluffy the sheep are in this game. I don't know that I love that they changed the sheep model from the original game, but I like the roundness and the fluffiness. I still think I prefer the old model, but I don't hate how fluffy they are, so you can't be too upset. Alright, they're all good. Let me just check and make sure that the birds have food. They do, they are all set. Just gotta do some watering, because even though it's gonna snow, snow doesn't actually count as precipitation, really, in this game, so it's like half precipitation, so we gotta water our plants anyway. And then, let's see, drop off all this stuff except for the golden wool, which I will take with me. We gotta give that, I think, to San. She's probably gonna be either at her house or up by the manor, so we'll head that way first. We'll chat with Vinny, see what he's up to, see how he's been. Just chatting, my dude. Alright. I always just chat with him until he says, this is a good place to call it for the day, and then I'm like, that sounds great. Sounds perfectly fine to me, Vinny. If you're done chatting, then so am I. Let's see, is San... where is she? She is already up by the manor. So I'll head up that way. We can give her this golden wool. She is asking, this is a pretty expensive ask, I gotta say. It's worth like 8K or something each. But I'll give it to her. I'm a nice person like that. Even though she just shut the door in my face. I think she's usually in... yes. Hear about your request. Here's your golden wool.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for this. I'm told these are quite difficult to come by. Here's your just reward, I insist. Thanks, friend. If I need anything else, I shall be sure to keep you informed.
Alright, that's all good. Completed that quest. All set. Now I gotta go talk to Molly, because if I don't talk to Vinny and Molly every day, their friendship degrades. And I'd rather not have that happen, so I usually just wait. The cafe, I feel like they really should have just made the cafe open earlier. If they were gonna make the bar into a cafe, they should just have made it keep cafe hours, which I normally think of as starting at like 7 in the morning. And then since it's snowing, I'm gonna have to go have to put Poulter inside, I think. I think they start at 10. I do like that Tay has this little garden over here that he grows stuff in. That is one thing I always like miss that in a lot of farming sims. Like, they take place in rural spots, but a lot of people like don't have their own gardens, which is kind of weird to me. I'm like, I think we need more individual gardens that people are keeping.
Mm-hmm.
That would be more in line with what I feel like I see out in the wide world. Alright, let me go put Poulter away. I wanted Poulter to be able to be outside at least a little bit, but now that it's snowing, I think it's time. Yeah, because even Koro is headed back into his doghouse, so put Poulter inside. There we go. Hey, we found Charismatic Superhero, which means you've completed 100 requests. You've found 78 of the wonders so far. Awesome. That is a lot of wonders. I guess I don't have too many. I think there's a lot that are like breeding more animals. I didn't do that many rare crops. Oh, there must have been another archaeology one that I didn't get, so maybe I should go digging more. I've been holding out on the archaeology because I thought it was done. Truth be told, I thought it was finished with the archaeology, but maybe I'm not. Yeah, let's get started. Let's see what there is to see. Let's see, were there any gold objects? That doesn't look like it. Okay. See if we can find any more gold objects. Luckily, they are pretty easy to tell because they show up and they're like little gold bits sticking out of the soil, so they're easy enough to spot. The dig site really has gotten absolutely massive, though. I gotta say. It's actually hard for us to bump into each other. Not that it doesn't happen, but it is definitely much rarer. Carter is probably so confused. There's like so many artifacts just like sticking out of the ground and I'm just not digging up a single one. He's probably like, girl, please. They're obviously over there. He's like, this is why I never like inviting just random civilians to work on my dig sites. They do this all the time. They never bring me anything helpful, which is untrue. I have brought him helpful stuff plenty of times in the past. Though he never likes what I bring him. Even the gold objects, he's like, whatever. Also, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta put pick down. Somehow my nose is very, very runny today. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not getting sick, but give me just one second. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I wasted precious archaeology time, though. I feel like somebody out there has, like, way better strats for digging in here and, like, ensuring that they get what they want. But I don't know them. I do not know. I don't know if it's better to just dig in one spot over and over and, like, not even waste the time pathing around unless you see something sticking out of the ground that you actually want. I don't actually know how the process of artifacts being spread around works. Not sure. It seems like there's like some kind of gold artifact that maybe I haven't dug up yet. That I maybe should. I also forget if luck actually factors into the digging at all. Like, luck does seem to affect things in other games, but it doesn't. It affects fishing in this game, I believe, but I don't know that it affects, like, find rate or ability to find good stuff in the dig site in this game. Because I feel like I've had bad luck days, and I've come to the dig site and I've dug up, like, 5 golden objects. Did not actually want to dig that one up. The dig animation is also quite long, but I find it really, like, calming to be down here. I think it's because a lot of the rest of the game, there's just, like, the music is really loud, and, like, there's always a lot going on. And down here, it's, like, pretty quiet. There's the dripping sound effect, I guess, but no one is trying to talk to you. It's just you digging up some dirt, seeing if you can find anything of worth to yourself or other people. Seeing as plenty of people accept various dig site objects as gifts. Shocked Carter is not leaving yet. I thought he would make us leave at 4:30, but maybe not. Wow, all that for a fossil. Alright. We are finished digging. Let's head outside and you can tell me how nothing that I got was worth anything. Oh, I thought we'd pull out the bell. I wonder if you just show him the most recent thing except for the tablets, which might be the case. Alright, let's head back to our farm. We can get everybody settled. It gets so dark in winter here. Alright. Gotta do evening chores. Get everybody bedded down. Okay. I think that's everybody. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fodder. I have more than enough fodder. I might even need to mulch some of this fodder so that I can make more fertilizer. What's that pick? Oh, nice. Friends pushing friends out of the way. You know, come sit. Come here. There you go. There you go. Wow, whoa, whoa. You almost fell, but all is well. You're all good. Karen is doing fine. That's our newest baby goat. Serena's pregnant, as I suspected. Alright. I'll leave them to it. Do a quick egg check with the birds. I do miss the old chicken models, I will say. I did like the old original chicken models. I'm slightly sad that those were not brought back. Same with the old ducks. I was fond of both of them. Also, let's see, are these ready? Yes, okay. Got some figs. And we need some oranges. It's just much easier to shake the tree to get the fruit down rather than wait until they're on the ground and pick them up. I'm gonna say hi to Koro. Then put all of our produce away. I'm gonna sell these tomato seeds too. I think we're good without those. I think we're all set. Alright, those are all good. Time to take a shower, talk to our wife, and then go to sleep, I think. Alright, we're good. Write in journal. Sleep. Day 3 of winter, which is a van day. Okay, I'm gonna write in my journal again. Alright, I think probably gonna end here. So let me swap over. Let's go over here. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thanks for hanging out as we did a whole bunch of farming. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys did too. Let me take a quick look and see if anyone that we know is around doing anything fun. Thanks for StreamRaz. Thanks for stopping in. It's always a good time. Who I see Sari is playing Railbound. Let me take a look and see what she's up to. Oh, she just started. I think we should go say hi to Sari, but here, if you guys need to find me, here are my socials. Oh only change for next week, I'll be posting up our schedule for next week. I'll put it up on YouTube probably later tonight. It'll also be up in the Discord and on Twitter, and then I'll also just log it in the schedule for Twitch as well. So that'll probably all be happening, I don't know, around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. The only major change for next week is that I will not be streaming on Thursday because that is a holiday in the US and I have a family event that I have to be at. But in the meantime, all the rest of our scheduled times will be the same. I'm gonna get this raid started. We are gonna go say hello to Seri. She is a really cute red panda VTuber. She is playing a really cozy game called Railbound. It is a railroad puzzle game, all about like connecting different like cars to a train in the correct order, that kind of thing. Looks very fun. So yeah, she's really fun. I met her because we both used to be Mahjong VTubers. We used to play Mahjong all the time. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this raid started, but thank you guys for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming and, you know, chilling, farming. It's nice to see you too, Shin. Thanks for stopping in on the YouTube side. Okay, so let me get raid started. Unfortunately for YouTube, I haven't gotten any like redirects set up going. I will eventually get those together, but Twitch side, we're gonna go say hello to Seri. Hopefully I get to see you guys sometime next week, but otherwise I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.